Hey people, it's Niles talking. Now this is another Creating Traditions for Tiwaniyans, Black Americans, part 2. Now, some of you may have watched my previous video, Creating Traditions for Tiwaniyans, part 1, and that in that video I talked about things like manhood rituals for boys and the idea of adopting a man to take your place as your son if you don't have a male heir, in the style of the Roman and Japanese traditions. And I want to touch on this because it's something that I just thought of a little while ago, and I really want to share it. Now, the future Tiwanian Black American nation that I've often spoken about, I thought, well, what kind of country should it be? What kind of political system should it be? So, my thing is this: I think it should be a constitutional monarchy. Now, I have several reasons for this because, first off, I thought the future Tiwanian nation will have the political culture of America. And I thought when you look at what's happening, this whole polarization, the idea of the right and left, you can't have it because eventually you just have some kind of Trump figure who is so polarizing that he drives the country to chaos. Rightfully or wrongfully, you can't really have the head of state who's like that. Now, the whole point of having this constitutional monarchy, now it doesn't necessarily have to be someone who is directly a ruler in the sense that, oh, he or she goes to the government and says, this is what I want. No, you could just have a constitutional monarch who is sort of just the head of state, a figurehead, sort of like the Queen of England, or I think some other monarchs of Europe and other countries, where that person simply acts as a figurehead, a unifying figure, and someone who represents the country around the world. And there are other precedents for it. I mean, if you go to Nigeria, there's all variations of their different royal figures. In some parts of that country, you have royals who are just ceremonial. In other parts of the country, they are real rulers who have real powers and have both religious authority and authority in government. So, well, who would be this monarch? Well, theoretically, it could be anybody, but my suggestion would be somebody, one of the royal families of Africa, and ideally it would be somebody related to Haile Selassie or the royal family of Ethiopia, because it would be good to have something that has a historical lineage, something that goes back a long way. Because one thing that Black Americans, Tiwanians, don't have is a sense of history. Because of the effects of slavery, it destroyed their connection. And that's one of the reasons why they're so disunited, because having no common understanding where they came from, it's hard to form a solid base and move forward. So having a head of state that is stable, who doesn't have a direct role in the government, but everybody can look to as a sort of parent figure that rises above the chaos and the grime of daily politics, would be a uniting figure that could keep the country focused and moving forward, and even possibly keep it politically stable. I remember during the coup in Spain, I think it was, and because the king refused to back it, the military lost the support and had to back down. So that's some of the reasons for it. Anyway, I don't want to keep going on too long, but like I said, it's something to think about. Please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.